Hello, I'm the Archangel Daniel, and in this video we're going to talk about AlienKind, or aliens. So, God created all life in the entire universe, and that includes alien life forms, sentient alien races, AlienKind. Aliens do not abduct people, and that's a fact. The resources required for an alien race to send representatives to Earth involves the entire race working together, building big spaceships kilometers long, so just a small group of astronauts can come here. And how that is achieved is the spaceship is full of fuel, air, water and food, and the crew are put into hypersleep. Hypersleep stimulates muscles so that they don't waste away while keeping the astronauts unconscious. It takes thousands of years to get to Earth. They do not abduct people at all. So abductions are conducted by witches and Wiccans, by UK's military intelligence and the New Zealand SIS. And they do this to disguise rape and child sex offences against minors. So when a person claims that they've been abducted by aliens, they've been hypnotised to believe that, and it hides the true nature of what's happened. That person's in fact most likely been hypnotised and raped. Hypnosis involves breaking the mind, no matter who's doing it, and they always use drowning or drown rape to break the mind of the victim. Alright, so that's the fact. AlienKind, they're in fact Christian and they're not aggressive. They're kind and polite people. They speak English, and the reason for this is because their ancestors were brought to their planet in spaceships from heaven. In the first history, they were brought to their planets by God using a wormhole from where God had created batches of aliens. When you look at the evolutionary ladder, there is in fact supposed to be, it's not the evolution of humankind at all. What it portrays, if you search the area where those bones came from, there should be 17 sets, including humankind. So the other 16 are in fact the bones of some alien races in the Milky Way galaxy. There may be others that are similar in the universe. So their ancestors met God, Mary, Jesus, and other angels, such as myself. And there is an alien race that are from heaven. All of them are from heaven, that resembles an octopus that lives on land, and they're a sentient alien race as well, and they're called squiddy. So there'll be some more information about these races. The squiddy were involved in, the squiddy race was involved in the pyramids, and the pyramids have a shaft that points to their planet, their star, where they come from. Right. So behaviour with AlienKind. Please be respectful in the future if you should meet any AlienKind from other worlds. The possibility of this is quite high now. So as part of God's plan for AlienKind to come to Earth, and for them not en masse, but just a few representatives, astronauts, who would then make a friendship with humankind, and then we would go to their world and drop them off back at their planet, and trade with their race, with their kind. So ignore the stereotypes you see in movies about alien kind. They're nothing like what you see in movies and TV shows. They're not aggressive, and they don't look anything like the greys that you see on TV either. So those grey aliens that you see on TV, that's what witches and Wiccans portray aliens to look like. If you want to know, I can tell you about a couple other races of AlienKind. One look like little people, and another looks similar in build to humankind, except they look more like a monkey when you see them. So when you look at the evolutionary ladder, it's not the evolution of humankind, but those smaller ones working up to the bigger one, which is the biggest one, which is the same as humankind and angel kind. Those earlier ones are earlier versions of what God's earlier attempts at trying to make angels. Okay, and so when God created the universe, God created batches of each type and placed them on planets. Heavens. Now, heaven is actually massive. It encompasses trillions of dimensions in its stack. Thousands of trillions of dimensions. Literally every living thing that has ever died is now in heaven. And everything that has ever died has been upgraded to Archangel and Super Archangel. That includes AlienKind. AlienKind have been from heaven since the first history, part of heaven. So when their kind died, they were blessed with being able to live in heaven, in between histories and during history, until they went to their planets in the next history. They also were involved, all of them, in helping heaven in the research to find a way to travel through time. And that is another story as well. So that's what we have today about AlienKind. And in the future, it is highly likely that humankind will get to meet aliens from other worlds. And what I like is for people to be polite and friendly. Don't be aggressive. They're astronauts and they're just here to meet us. It is part of God's plan, and it is a big deal for us as humankind and angel kind. At this point on Earth, it is extremely historically significant. So we got some biblical events coming up where Satan and the wicked are getting cast out of this universe for good and never coming back. We've got a super golden age coming up where everyone's going to have a good time, and people will get to meet God, Mary, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. And mysteries of the universe, such as AlienKind, we will find out answers to the questions, or hopefully I've answered many people's questions in this video, so people will have an understanding of why alien races would send a spaceship to Earth and how we should behave with astronauts that are on board those spaceships. We should always be polite because we represent humankind. If you were to do something terrible, it shames humankind, and it would be brought up and there would be purgatory as punishment. And we don't want that. So we we do things the right way, and we be polite, and look after them, and eventually someday we'll bring a spaceship in and go and visit them. I'm the Archangel Daniel, and I'm from heaven.